Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. They go to the ground. There he goes. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running back searching for a hole. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Alabama rolling quickly down. up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hale. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense set for a first down play. To throw, it's Russell. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but with snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here comes that Alabama offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air, it's Russell. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by a field goal over Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Can't get him to the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Gardner. It's on target and complete. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Still making moves. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable time.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a gap. It's Hunt. Runs through a tackle. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking to throw, it's Russell. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Milner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Russell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going.
He'll take a shot. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that wrong situation. It's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Gardner. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Might be changing the route. Powers through the defender. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it, even when they've had
great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. And if that's a play on the option, the quarterback would like to have back.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls and fire complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Gardner. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Runs through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Now you know why you do all those squats, all those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he
fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing, quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get the quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball. And it works out.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, running back on the move. Fights off the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Russell. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And they decide to try out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press cover. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to pass, it's Russell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Spins away from one. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Milner. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Russell. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. This will likely be the last play of the half. On the run, it's Hunt. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Running room in the middle. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Little is more infuriating or frustrating than a red zone turnover. That's what happened the last time they had it. Now a chance to atone. He'll pull it down and run. Smashes through the tackle. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Well, you got to give the defense credit because they never quit on the play. He already made a few guys miss, but they kept bringing hands to the football, trusting that if they got there, maybe they'd be able to knock it out. They did, and they come away with a huge takeaway.
This offense has it with really good field position. Scanning the field, it's Gardner. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
That's it, fly. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touch. Off the board after that play. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quick pass on the jet motion. Look out, he's got room.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we could still throw people in there. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name gets mentioned with those guys, you talk about puffing out your chest and knowing that you've had a day or a season or a career when you get mentioned with those kind of cats.
Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked out. That's the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Here's the pressure. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over Miami. It Wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Trying to get rid of it. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide.
Turning it on! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. To him at the 25. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw. It's Gardner. Pocket breaking down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
On the move at the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win?
There he goes! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Gardner. Quickly complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Russell. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense,
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They're working that left side. Snowed under by the defense. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Offense in an empty set. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
obviously they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The sure hands, it's Clapp. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Get ready.
He'll sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Ready?
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The run to the right. He breaks a tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Right back to him on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
He'll keep it himself. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking for a man. It's Gardner. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. Short gain on the play before he slides. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these guys